It's the Sunday morning power hour here on In Touch News and Radio. I'm excited because it's a Sunday. And man, we got so much to be thankful for today. This is RJ Stevenson. And hey, we're up and we're doing it again. Every week we do this. Let's do something right quick. Let's go ahead and make your watch parties and your likes and your shares so we can wake everybody up for the Sunday morning power hour. I'm here at In Touch News and Radio today, and I'm excited to be back in the building. Man, God is just blessing. And I'm glad that you're able to join us this morning from wherever you are. Lottie Dottie, everybody. Glad to have you with us this morning. So we're live this morning on Facebook and YouTube. Come on, get everybody here. Invite them. Tell everybody we're on this morning. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm excited to be back on another Sunday morning to give God glory, honor, praise, adoration. Man, it's been good. Despite the circumstance, guess what? It can always be worse than what it is. So I'm excited and glad. Welcome to the Sunday morning power hour. If you've never been here with us before, this is probably going to be the most impactful hour of your day. Why? Because the way you start out is the way you hold out. And I believe I'll start with a bang. I'm excited about just being able to be here today. I know y'all ain't heard this in a minute. Let me turn it up for you. Throw your hands up in the air. And let's give what we all have. Good morning, Yolanda Johnson. Good morning, Elliot Armstrong. What's up, brother? Good morning, Gerald Browning. Jocelyn Harris. Yes, ma'am. Good to see you safe. Good morning, Balaji. Good morning, Kiana. How's everybody doing this morning? Glad to see y'all. Go ahead and make your watch parties and your shares. We got a little way to go this morning. Let's go. Hey, Miss Judy. Good morning. I see you. I'm so glad. Good to see everybody. I decree it. I declare it. That whatever God has called me to be, I shall be it. Good morning, Miss Barbara Richardson. How you doing? Good morning, Victoria Thomas. How you doing? Some people give up. All right. Man. Some people choose to die, but I chose to live. You chose to live. And since he's given me this new life, I hope you're excited about what's going on today. It is Pentecost Sunday. It is that Sunday where we celebrate the the Holy Spirit being in our lives. Good morning, Victoria. I'm excited about today, regardless of the climate of our society. I'm excited about what God's gonna do. We got some things going on here in Tampa, Florida. We got things going on all over our country. But we cannot lose sight on the fact that it is God being good to us that allows us to have these lives that we have. Man, I hope y'all ready for the day. Good morning, Reverend O. How you doing? Good to see you. Miss Judy said good morning to everybody. Reverend O said good morning to everybody. All right.
In the back of the church, in the balcony, let the musicians praise us. Let the ushers praise us. Let the pulpit praise us. Let the body of Christ praise him.
All right. You know, there is something about music that can get you where you want to go. So I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Hey, RV. Good morning. The secret is, man, ain't nobody ready for today. Nobody. I have talked to pastors, and this is going to be quite possibly the most difficult day ever to stand in front of people and preach. And I say that because, man, it's an interesting time. Interesting time in our society. It's just altogether interesting. Knowing how to reach the masses and knowing what to say during a time and season like this. I am completely excited about what it is that I'm able to do to bring hope and to spread light and to be able to affect change in my community. And yeah, we're gonna get into it today. Hope you're ready. This is gonna be one of them days where you want to call in and talk. We're gonna make it happen because I believe everybody has something to say. It's the Sunday morning power hour, and I'm committed to using the platforms that I have for change, for transformation. Call in, let me know how you feel. I just put the number down below. Let's pray. God, you're always good to us. We appreciate you for another Sunday. Quite frankly, there have been times during these last few weeks, last couple of months, we didn't know if we were going to have another Sunday coming or not. But you're holding us together. You're keeping us moving forward. We appreciate you, God. We don't always understand what's going on around us, but we can have faith knowing that we can trust you. Your track record in our lives has always been excellent. You've never left us or forsaken us. So because of that, God, all we know how to do is continue putting it in your hands. We've tried and we've made a mess of it. So God, as usual, we're running back to you, asking you to keep us, to bring us through. We know that today is going to be a day of power. We know that you're going to impact our day like you always do. Bless this hour of power. Bless the Sunday morning power. And Lord, let somebody cry out, what do I got to do to be saved? In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Listen, today's going to be a live call-in show. Hey, Tim Baker, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Angela Mitchell, I see you there as well. Today's going to be a live call-in show. I want you to be able to get it out. You got any thoughts about what's going on from wherever you are? This is the show to do it today. I'm putting the call-in number up. Listen, we're on StreamYard. We're on we're on a new platform called StreamYard this morning. Some of you all who are watching from the New St. Paul page, I'll be able to post up your comments on the screen for everybody to watch. I just put the phone number up. So it's gonna be an interesting show today. Trying to do some different stuff, trying to expand the show. Trying to get it done. But there's something that we do every Sunday that always sort of gets us to where we need to be. And that's what we're gonna do right about now. Y'all ready? I know it's a little early to do it, but we're gonna get it done. Sopranos on this side over here, sopranos over here, altos over here, and tenors in the middle. Whoever's not in the choir yet, I'm sorry. They're just gonna miss it this morning because I need to get my brain to where I need to be. I need to get my spirit to where I need to be. And this is what we do. So sopranos on this side. Good morning, LaRonda. Altos on this side. Tenors in the middle. Y'all ready? All right. Here we go.
My brothers and sisters, as the mantle is being passed.
All right. Get your stretch on. Stretch out however you need to. I know some of y'all just waking up. Jocelyn Harris gonna sing alto and tenor today. She getting it in. Let's go.
I need you to welcome the full gospel Baptist Church Fellowship Superman Choir, singing all in its hand. This and that.
Come on, y'all. Sopranos. All right, y'all get the sopranos a hand. Come on here, alto. Good morning, Miss Sybil. Ronald Higgins, what's up, brother? How you doing? All right, altos. Good job to the altos. Where the tenors at? Come on, tenors. Let's go. Jocelyn Moore, good morning. You better grab that tambourine, Jocelyn Moore. Let's go. All right, everybody, all in his hands. Come on. Oh! I know. This and that. Come on. Oh, soprano. Come on here, whatever the problem. Whatever. This. Hey, Jamila, good morning. Come on, y'all, where the emojis at? Y'all ain't dancing, y'all ain't running. That's the fact. I put it all. Yes, sir. In his hand. In his hand. In his hand. All in his hand. All in his hand. I put it all in his hand. Put it all in his hand. All right, now, you know how this goes. Get your thumbs ready. I need your emojis. I need you to run. I need you to dance. I need you to clap. I need you to shout. I need you to do something. Here we go. Let me see what we got this morning. Come on here. Good morning, Miss Grace Rouse. How you doing? Yes, sir. Good morning, Tiff. How you doing? Okay, RJ, I see you. Angela Mitchell, there you go. Devonna Johnson, good morning. Come on here, somebody. Yeah. I feel all right.
I feel all right. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Oh, right.
Yes, sir. Tell them about it now.
What did you
All right. So listen. Do y'all remember like right when the pandemic started and everybody was singing this song together? Man, I see you, Miss Judy. Miss Judy put emojis. There you go, Miss Judy. Listen, I wanted to do this morning again because man, a lot is going on. Watch this. Listen. Uh-huh.
In his hand, he got this whole
Mm-hmm. You know, there are certain songs that remind us of where we've come from. This is Mahalia Jackson singing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. This song, in addition to We Shall Overcome, were songs that sort of pulled us through in days gone past. But there's a young brother that sung something recently that spoke to right now. Okay, so you remember at the beginning of the pandemic, Tyler Perry and everybody else was doing their renditions of this song, right? This young brother did something completely different. Watch this. I don't know if you heard it or not. Listen to this. His name is Keedron Bryant. Listen.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hunted as prey. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. I just wanna live.
Did you hear that? I just want to live. Just want to live. So days like today, man, I'm just excited to be alive. Watching what is going on across our nation from Chicago, Minneapolis, Atlanta, Tampa. Watch this. This is gonna be something that this is not what I would normally do on the Sunday morning power hour, but I think it's fitting for the situation. Listen to this.
Here's a song that I wrote about 3 weeks ago. Every once in a while, I like to write something to my creator because I believe in him.
Y'all know who this is? Good morning, Miss Daniels. How you doing? Katrina. DeShonta Bateman. Brandon Reed, what's up, man? Thank y'all for watching. Sound like church, don't it? It ain't.
There's no one else to turn to but you. Yeah. You're the only answer to the situation.
Miss Judy Johnson says, I marched in Tallahassee for our right to vote. Beat water holes and jail. Miss Judy, do me a favor. Call into the station at 813-444-9588. I would love to have a quick conversation with you. Call into the station 813-444-9588.
A helping hand, 'cause we need you. We need you right now. There's a lot of people going hungry, 'cause they can't get nothing to eat. There's a lot of people going naked. They ain't even got clothes to put on their feet. So Master, won't you please come down and give us a helping hand. Yeah, 'cause we need you. Say we need you right now. Right now, Lordy, say we need you right now. I said we need you, yes we do. We need you right now. I said, man has gotten out of hand with his evil ways, yeah. Can't you see that he is destroying us? Just a little bit more each and every day. So Master, won't you please come down and give us, Lord have mercy, a helping hand. Yeah, 'cause we need you. We need you right now.
This is Donny Hathaway's We Need You Right Now, Lord. See, Miss Judy, you done switched pages. Miss Judy, it's the phone number on the bottom of the that's pinned down. Is 813-444-9588. Hey, Tisha Jones, good morning. Bishop Eric Wise, what's up, sir? 813-444-9588. Just call in with your cell phone, Miss Judy. I want to hear about your experience. One thing that is real for me is that quite possibly one of the reasons why we're dealing with some of the things that we're dealing with is because we have not heard a lot of personal stories about people who have gone through times and seasons like this in the past. We've had a good education about how the civil rights movement was when they allow us to talk about it during Black History Month, but we don't always get an opportunity to hear about it from the people who've gone through it and hear their testimonies and their stories. And it's quite possible that one of the reasons why this generation is responding the way it's responding, because quite frankly, we ain't been taught what to do. There are marches and protests and gatherings and peaceful gatherings that are being planned, but I'm watching them and I'm realizing that a demographic of people who possibly know how to do what we're trying to do ain't there. Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Morning Power Hour. Is this Miss Judy?
Yes.
Hey, Miss Judy. Good morning. How you doing?
Great.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn the volume down on the show because I hear it playing back in the feedback? There you go. All right. So, Miss Judy, you said that you marched in Tallahassee for our right to vote. You were beat. You were water hosed and jailed. Can you talk about that?
Well, we were following Angela Davis. I don't know if you remember her.
Mm-hmm.
She was a great. She was in school. She got expelled because we were marching for the right to vote. My brother and I was in Tallahassee. We lived in Quincy, Florida at that time. We were in Tallahassee in school. And a lot of us at the school formed the coalition to march on the city of Tallahassee for the right to vote. And that was the time that Martin Luther King and Ralph Abernathy and all of those were going around and getting. Also, the formulation of the Black Panthers. So they weren't taking any chances. We sat in at the Walgreens drugstore. We just sat in. We knew we weren't going to be served, but we just sat in because we knew that it was something that we had to do in order to be recognized.
So let me ask you this: you all sat in, right?
Yeah.
One thing I'm noticing about now compared to then is it seems like in those days you all knew how to get the word out and how to have a unified effort about what the community was going to do together. What I'm noticing is even with Facebook, the internet, text messaging, cell phones, it seems like it is more difficult for us now to get one concentrated source of information out than it was even then. What did you all do to let everybody in the neighborhoods and communities know what you all were going to do together? Because I think that may be some of the reason why our activity has not been as effective because, we don't know what anybody's doing anywhere. We find out that folks are marching or in Tampa. They protested off of Fowler and 56th Street. We found out by watching Facebook, and then those of us who went out there had to hustle up and scuffle up whatever we was doing in our day to go out and participate. How was it that you all got the word out so effectively back then to start movements?
We we got it through church meetings. Sometimes it would take a long time because in Quincy everybody was spread out. In Tallahassee everybody spread out. So we had to have it mostly through the youth. We would have one of the older people who would back us, allow us to stay at their houses because we had to walk in most cases. We had to walk from Tallahassee to Quincy. It's about 18, 20 miles. But we had to get there to let the people know that this was what we were going to do. Sometimes it would take like a month just to get organized for a particular day. But they did it. We had those people who were willing because we wanted the right to vote. We saw how everything was going down, and we wanted to change it.
So the first thing you said was that you heard it in the church meeting. Now, with the pandemic being the way it is, and church is not gathering right now, quite frankly, I don't even know if you would have heard about the movement and activity in the community in a church meeting. Because one of the things that I've been saying lately is I've been questioning, is the church still the voice of the community? Does this church still speak up for the majority of the community? Because it used to be that the church had a different perspective, had a different it was a different level of stakeholder the church was in the community. In the black community, all we had at one point was the church. But I don't think that same. I'm wondering if that same concept holds true today, because the last few effective marches and protests have not been led by the church. They've been led by community organizations like Black Lives Matter, Organized Florida, other organizations that have sprouted up, who are pretty much doing what it is that the church used to do. How do you think the church can be effective, and is the church effective in today's movement?
Well, it wasn't so much the church leading it. It was those youth who felt, and those adults who felt that it was a thing to do, because we had a lot of scared people. My aunt, who I lived with, she did not want us involved. And she was our church leader. But the groups at the church who met in the youth group would meet and said, this is what we have to do. We saw our aunts, dads, and moms all, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They were we call her Uncle Tom. They were scared, but they did what they could do to encourage us to be brave. So we had to stand up. It wasn't so much the church leading it. Our pastor was very scared, and he didn't want us to say that we were meeting at the church, because there were plants everywhere.
Wow. See, that speaks a lot to me, because I grew up watching pastors who led the community. We started having large size or a good number of shootings back home, and it was pastors who got together and called the community together, because guess what? The majority of the community went to church and were accountable and responsible to a pastor somewhere. And so when these pastors stepped out together, they didn't just step out as pastors coming together. They stepped out representing their congregations, and their congregations followed them. I don't see that same level of that same kind of approach here, because I'm not so certain that that we're gonna find many pastors out front, and I'm not so certain that the community even has a understanding or even has a relationship with those pastors to even embrace those pastors' voices as the voice speaking for the community. Do you think that we're still in a place where the church, where pastors are seen as the voices of our community?
The church, no. But we have people in the church, the youth. We have some strong youth, young pastors whom I believe people will follow. I do think people will follow if the pastors weren't afraid to stand up for an issue. And I can see if they came through the 60s like I did, there were a lot of fear. They burned us out, some of us. They beat some of us. They put their foot on whatever you were doing, and it couldn't succeed. Just like I feel I get mad at Trump because anything that anybody does, if it's not what he wants, it's out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Guess what? If we don't galvanize ourselves together to do something different, we're gonna repeat this cycle a whole nother time. I'm hoping that our community comes together and creates effective change. Yes, ma'am.
They need to vote. The burning, the destruction does nothing. Ashes can't do nothing. They have to go to the poll and vote, and don't sit around. People fought and died for that.
Yes, ma'am.
I have knots on my head right now from that. Just trying to get the right to vote.
Gotcha.
And we got the right to vote in Quincy, but just go behind the courthouse. All the votes were thrown away.
Wow.
But we kept fighting. We kept fighting for the right for our vote to count.
Well, thank you so much for chiming in. You going to church this morning?
Oh, online, yes.
What church you going to this morning, Miss Judy?
Mount Hermon, Fort Lauderdale.
All right, we'll see you there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was Miss Judy Johnson in Fort Lauderdale. Tisha Jones, I see you commenting. Won't you call in? Call in at 813-444-9588. I want to hear from you. Call in at 813-444-9588. This is today is Pentecost Sunday. Today is the day that the church commemorates the Holy Spirit's activity and evidence in our lives. I don't think it's any coincidence. I think it is a tremendous opportunity for believers, for the church, to use the opportunity of Pentecost Sunday to speak true power. I believe that this shouldn't just be another Sunday where we gather together in red and white. I think this is an opportunity for us to show the power of Pentecost outside the church. And I'm excited about what I believe God's gonna do today. Yesterday we saw rioting, we saw looting, we saw the people in our communities get together. But there's some interesting things about people getting together yesterday, because some of the people who were getting together, I saw some pictures and some commentary across Facebook and social media of some individuals who were police officers in the midst of the crowd, who were instigating the crowd to looting. A Minneapolis police officer was filmed. I mean, he was videoed with a cell phone. His picture was taken, and his wife ended up calling him out on social media because he was in the midst of the looters. Watch this. with his his police communication device. His radio was on him as he was in the midst of the crowd looting and burning stuff. It was him who was helping to instigate the crowd. So even though the community is out and the people are sharing what it is they feel strongly about, the water ain't clean, y'all. So be careful, be mindful, and be careful about what it is you're doing, where you're doing it at. Tisha Jones, I want you to call in. I want to hear your perspective, because I believe one, you have a powerful voice, and I believe that the perspective that you're sharing here in the comments, I believe that can be a good part of this conversation. I'm gonna read what she said. She said, "Pastor, I agree. This generation doesn't understand what protesting and marching means in our equality of life. Burning and looting our community only creates chaos, not solidarity or peace." I think that's a very relevant point. There's no point in us burning our stuff. Listen, this how I feel. John P. Key said it best. Man, I made it out all right. Woo.
I made it out all right. I made it out all right. I made it out all right.
Listen, I want to invite you to call in this morning. The number is 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. It's the Sunday Morning Power Hour. I'm RJ Stevenson here in Touch News and Radio. Good morning, Lexus. Good morning, Brooklyn Davis. What's up, girl? Good morning, Javisha Isles. How y'all doing this morning?
Came out of my tragedy and I win. I made it all over, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't leave me. Thank you. You had around me. You let the kids come up. I'm still
All right, listen. I just received a press release. I'm talking about like right now. Just got a press release sent to my phone. Here it goes. It says this: Black Lives Matter Tampa is uniting with more than 13 organizations to draw attention to police shootings that disproportionately target and kill African Americans. Stop killing us. March for Black Lives. It's going to be today. We're going to be meeting at the Cyrus Green Park, 2101 East Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Tampa, Florida. That's at the Cyrus Green Park here in Tampa, 2101 East Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. It's going to be today at 1:30. So you can go to church, finish church, meet us at the park. Okay. It says more than 13 organizations join in the effort to show unity and solidarity in light of the most recent fatal shootings, demanding that Black Lives Matter. Police brutality is not an isolated incident. Institutional systematic racism disproportionately targets African Americans, which leads to the killings by law enforcement. Local and state officials must charge and convict the officers involved. Officers, not just the one. The following organizations have used their robust experience to format logistics in order to provide the community of Tampa Bay the opportunity to protest and be heard. It's Dream Defenders, CAIR Florida, African American Muslim Alliance, Black Lives Matter Tampa, Cultural Exchange Lifestyle Network, Tampa for Justice, Pastor Darren Jones, and more than 25 clergy of various faiths and denominations, Surely Feminist, LULAC Council, Stop the Violence Tampa Bay, Organized Florida, Democratic Progressive Caucus of Tampa Bay, Circle of Mothers, and Standing Up for Racist Justice Tampa have answered the call for justice. There will be a set of speakers at the staging area, and at the conclusion of the march, voter registration, legal observers, safety marshals, sign-in sheets, and water will be provided. Donna Davis will handle logistics on the ground. Shakira Parker is the media contact. We welcome the media to attend and cover this event. Please attach flyer for more information. Again, that's going to be here in Tampa today at 1:30. We're gathering at the Cyrus Green Park. That's 2101 East Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, not Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard here in Tampa. Good morning, Mama. How you doing? Listen, I invite you all to call in to the show today. The number is 813-444-9588. I want to hear your perspectives about what's going on in your communities wherever you are. If you have any announcements you want to make about how it is and where it is, people are gathering today. I'm more than willing to use this platform to do that, to be a place of inspiration. I want to do this as well. Let's do it like this. Yeah. Yeah. Do it just like that. Here you go. This is something we ain't done in a while. I will call upon the Lord. Again, this is Sunday Morning Power Hour here on In Touch News and Radio. Angela Mitchell, I'll make the post on my Facebook post in a minute. Good morning, y'all, on the Sunday Morning Power Hour. How you doing?
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning. Who am I speaking to?
Jamisha.
What's up, Jamisha? How you doing this morning?
I'm blessed.
You're blessed? How you feeling?
All right.
So what do you think about what's going on?
Well, Pastor, what I think about what's going on, I think we're repeating history.
Okay.
I feel like my kids told me that they was gonna be doing some picketing, riding, or whatever.
Okay.
And I told them that they wasn't allowed to go because I said, because you always have a group that's there with no violence, but what's going to happen when the violence break out and you are in an unsafe, environment? And that's what always happens with most of these events, because we got to teach the people that's trying to be, I don't know how you say it, but the people that's being violent, that looks bad for us, that don't make us look good, our voices could be heard in numbers and not violence, because the violence make us look bad, like that's what they always do, or so yeah.
So let me ask you something. I know you. I'm your pastor. What would you want to see your pastor do? What do you want to see? What does the community want to see pastors do? What should the church be doing? Talk about that.
Well, the church should be educating and informing, their members. It's okay to, go and let your voice be heard or the numbers be heard, but the violence is not good at all on any level,
All right. So do you think that it's possible for us to come together and have a protest, or to have a gathering to show our strength as a community and not be violent?
Yes, I do. And that's what if we see somebody acting out, we got to pull that person aside and say, hey, this is not what this is about. Educate them. That's what, instead of more people going on joining that person, like, no, that's not what we here for. No, calm down,
So what I'm hearing you say is we should be out and supporting, but we have to take the responsibility for shaping how it is we're seeing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Because
yes.
I plan on being out there at the park with the community. You know, I'm not that type to sit around and do nothing. I plan on being out there at the park with the community, but like you saying that your kid, you giving a warning to your kids. If I see individuals who are associated and related to me out there in the park acting in ways that are unbefitting of us as a community, it's my responsibility to bring correction to that action, right? But guess what? I can't correct them if I'm not willing to be amongst them. So what I've seen happen is, again, there's a generation of people that are not present. And the generation that's not present is the generation who's been here and done this before. So and whether it be because, you know, they've had their time, they've seen this happen before, they're tired or whatever that is, it still does not give a good level of direction to young energy. It's like having zeal without knowledge. It's like being upset and not knowing how to address yourself or not knowing how to communicate, but you feel like you need to do something, so you just go do something without any guidance or direction. And I'm saying that, you know, I can tell you that I feel like one of the reasons why our younger generation responds to things the way they respond is because we've not been truthful and honest to them. We've not really told them what it was like growing up during certain periods of seasons. We've told them that they can be doctors, lawyers. I know I can be all I want to be, but what happens when somebody stands in your way? We haven't told them what it was like for us to struggle. And so because of that, I think we as a community have to, you know, I'm not saying that it's our fault by no circumstance at all, but I am saying that we have to step up and be more responsible to educate and show our young people how to mobilize, how to go and affect change and come out alive and everybody get to go home together. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's most important. Yeah.
So do you plan on going to Cyrus Green today?
Yes, sir.
Cool. As soon as church over, we're gonna be right over there because you know your pastor going. Miss Judy Johnson said the people I'm looking for are old, sick, and dead. Lord have mercy, Miss Judy. That means, now listen, if the people that knew how to do this are old, sick, and dead, then there's a whole generation that got missed. That means that the people that are old, sick, and dead, they did not impart this knowledge to their sons and daughters, who's now their grandkids and their great grandkids are out having to push a movement, but they don't know why. They don't know how. So how is it that we're supposed to continue a perpetuation of momentum and movement in our society, in our culture, in our social culture, if we ain't teaching the young people how to do it?
True.
What's your mama saying? Because you know your mama gonna be at me this morning. Pastor, open these doors. What's Miss Frida saying?
Actually, I was asleep most of the day because I had a lot of work yesterday morning. So I was asleep most of yesterday, and I haven't talked to her about it. Okay,
when you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Okay, no problem.
All right, I'll see you in a little while.
All right. Bye-bye.
Victoria Thomas says it would be good to see the pastors come together and have their non-black counterparts join them. That'd be a first. It's time for us to protest together, just like we do conferences together. I don't understand why I don't see TD Jakes, Rick Warren, Jamal Bryant, Joyce Myers, Paula White, Miles McPherson, Joel Osteen, and all the others walking in the authority of Jesus during this time. Where are you all? Man, she calling them out. Now I will say, Victoria, that Pastor Bryant has always been pretty vocal. TD Jakes did make a statement that I saw on social media The rest of them though, I ain't got nothing to say. Miss Judy Johnson says her grandson said he didn't want to hear that. Yeah, we normally don't want to hear the lessons about how to get to where we're trying to get to until we in a heat bit of mess. Yeah, listen, this is Sunday Morning Power. I'm glad you're joining me this morning. I want to hear your perspective. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. Call in at 813-444-9588. Until then, I'm going to give you some inspiration to keep you moving. Yeah.
Welcome to Calvin's Bar.
Here we go. What we got? Here we go. They done messed my stuff up. Here you go. This ain't the video, but it's just as good. This is a song called I Ain't Gonna Tell You. Just enjoy it.
On blessings.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here you go.
this is not a drill. It's the B.O.B. bounce. And it's about to get real.
All right, y'all. Call in at 813-444-9588. We're on the Sunday Morning Power Hour. I want to hear your perspectives about what's going on in our communities.
Report to the dance floor. Report to the dance floor.
What you about to learn?
All my best people. Report to the dance floor. All my best people. Report to the dance
So there's a couple of other things going on today. Of course, it is Pentecost Sunday. I'm excited about that. Excited about that. But I think this Pentecost Sunday is not going to be like any other Pentecost Sunday. Of course, you want to hear what I got to say about it. Meet me at 11 o'clock at New St. Paul AME Church. You can join us on Facebook. You can join us on YouTube. Also at newstpaul.org. Spell Saint all the way out. We'll be in the park at 1:30, supporting the peaceful protest at Cyrus Green Park today. And at 5 o'clock this afternoon, 5 o'clock this evening, we're going to be premiering that movie, Revival. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you go to newstpaul.org. Go to newstpaul.org, spell Saint all the way out, and click on the link that says get your tickets here, and you can buy your ticket to the movie today for $10. Listen, those 5 people who won the challenge, the music challenge last week, you'll get your ticket link coming to you very shortly at the church. I don't want to send it to you before church because then you ain't gonna go to church. So I want to send you the ticket link after church is over. Oh, Jamila, y'all out in the parking lot this morning. Jamila is one of my church members in Minneapolis. She said we're out here ministering in the parking lot this morning. You know we're gonna pray for you. Jamila, feel free to call in. Let us know what's going on where you are there in Wisconsin. The number is 813-444-9588.
Praises go up, the blessings come back down. The lower you get, the more God's gonna bless you. The lower you get, the more God's gonna bless you.
Hey, Miss Martha, how you doing this morning? Sharon Lee, good to see you as well. Thank you for watching.
Step up, back stand still, matter of fact. Everywhere you look, you got a blessing on the way. Step up, back stand still, matter of fact.
Jamila, I know you in Wisconsin.
Turn it out to the right, clap, clap, step up and watch God. Step back and watch God. Turn it out to the left, clap, clap. It's a new direction. Back stand still, matter of fact. Everywhere you look, you got a blessing on the way. Up, back stand still, matter of fact. Everywhere you look, you got a blessing on the way. Turn it out to the right, clap, clap, step up and watch God. Step back and watch God. Turn it out to the left, clap, clap. It's a new direction. Every blessing up, back. Everywhere you look, you got a blessing on the way. Up, back. Everywhere you look, you got a blessing on the way. Turn it out to the right, clap, clap, step up and watch God. Step back and watch God. Turn it out to the left, clap, clap. It's a new direction.
I'm sorry, I messed up. I said Jamila corrected me. I said that she was in Minneapolis. Lord have mercy. I'm glad she ain't. She in Wisconsin. She's gonna call in a moment. Oh, listen! If you didn't see it yesterday, I posted it on my personal page. Listen, y'all, the towers are starting to come in. The first tower came in on yesterday for our community garden. I'm so excited. In June, guess what? June starts tomorrow. That's funny. In June, we're going to have a ribbon cutting, grand opening for our community garden. I'm so excited. We're up to 10 people. So we've got our 10 founding members, and some of you all have been sending in donations for the community garden. Feel free to continue doing that at $new ST Paul for the community garden. Make sure when you send it in that you're designating it for the community garden. Because if you don't, they be like, Pastor, just don't say, yeah, I don't need that. Yeah. So if you're interested in donating to the community garden, please do so. If you're interested in being a founding member of the community garden, please reach out to me. We have at least 2 spots left for the founding member spots for the community garden. It's a $50 a week and $50 a month. I'm sorry, not a week. $50 a month commitment for 12 months to pay for the tower that will go in the community garden. And I'm excited about that. Good morning to Shanta Bateman. Hope you safe out there flying around wherever you be flying to.
It's the B.O.B. bounce. It's the B.O.B. bounce.
All right, that was Anthony Brown and Group Therapy with the B.O.B. bounce. Next up, we got a whole another thing going on. That ain't it. Stop. Nope, we ain't doing that. Here we go. This is For My Good. Yeah. All right. All things work together for my good. Here you go. Albert McDougal. What's going on there in North Carolina? Call in. Check in. 813-444-9588. Let me know you all right. Things work together for my good. Help me. Now we know that the scripture tells us that all things are working together for our good. Do you still believe it's working out for your good in times and seasons like this? I hope so. That's the only way we as believers know how to smile when everybody else is frowning, because we know something that they don't know. No matter what it looks like, we know we're still working out for our good. That all things work together for my good. And I know that all things work together for my good. No matter what it looks like, know that it is for my good. Everybody clap them hands. Everybody clap them hands. Oh, it's for my good. I wish you would believe that it's for my good. Everybody clap them hands. Everybody clap them hands. Everybody clap them hands. How did you know? Said I believe it. I believe it. I dance on it, dance on it. And worked it out. Worked it out. How did you know? Said I believe it. I believe it. I dance on it, dance on it. And worked it out. Worked it out. How did you know?
said, I believe it. I believe it. I dance on it, dance on it, dance on it. I dance on it, dance on it, dance on it. I dance on it, dance on it, dance on it. I put my feet on the floor and dance on it. I dance on it, dance on it, dance on it. I dance on it, dance on it. Everybody up, dance on it, dance on it. I wish you would dance right now. I wish you would dance right now.
And I know that all things work together for my good. And I know that all things work together.
Rose, how you sneak up here and me not speak? Good morning, how you doing? I asked about you yesterday. Rose, Dwayne Mitchell, how y'all doing this morning? Thank y'all for watching.
All right. 30 seconds to shout this thing out. Yo.
Hey Rose, I want to hear about your show too. Call in and let me know about it so I can tell the folks to support your show as well. Heard you got a podcast you getting ready to come out with. I'm excited about that. All right, that song said it's for my good. We tried this song a couple of weeks ago and I almost hurt my back. We're gonna try it again one more time. It's called God's Gonna Do It by Ricky Dillard. Now I'm gonna tell you now, I can't take too much of this song. It's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt me. Here we go.
There's so many things you've been waiting on the Lord to do, and it seems like it's never gonna come through. But just hold on to your faith, 'cause any day it's gonna come your way. Said he's gonna do it. God's gonna do it. God wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like wings as eagles.
Good morning. This is Sunday morning power hour, and you're on In Touch News and Radio with RJ Stevenson. How you doing?
Good morning. This is Rose Jean. How you doing, Pastor RJ?
What's up, Rose? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain. You know,
Hey.
I got this podcast coming out soon, so I'm excited about that.
So tell me about your podcast. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. Well, the podcast will launch tomorrow, and basically it's a self-help podcast, helping people rediscover themselves, unleash their potential to walk into their purpose. I personally went through a divorce, and being 30 is so new, and I find a lot of time millennial marriages sometimes go through hardship. But how do we get through those tough times? Where do we go to talk about those? And then being encouraged. So within this podcast, we're talking about love, relationships. We're talking how do you overcome some of those hurts, and then making sure that we support one another with encouragement. So we got Let It Marinate Mondays, where every Monday you can come in and you can guarantee that you'll leave with tangible takeaways and something positive to keep you going on any hurt or any journey that you're in. So you don't have to be struggling, or you may want to evolve, and this is definitely the podcast for you to tune in. We're on Stitcher. We will be on Apple in about 2 weeks. SoundCloud, Spotify, major platforms. We're definitely on those.
Okay, so tell us how to get to you tomorrow. Tell us how we can experience your podcast tomorrow.
Tomorrow you can log on to Spotify and SoundCloud and Stitcher. So if you go on my page on Facebook, Rose Jean, you actually find the link to SoundCloud, and you can click right there, and you'll actually listen to the trailer that is up right now. So if you go into Spotify or Stitcher, type in rose-colored glasses, you'll see a blue album cover. That's me. You click on it, and then you will subscribe and get all the episodes.
So why rose-colored glasses?
Good question. I have a way of looking at things from a positive perspective. I try to live my life with more of positive and not allowing any moment to set me back or to keep me sad or in a distressed moment. So rose-colored glasses is allowing people to see it more of a positive perspective, looking at it the rose way, where it's not all that bad. Let's look at the bigger picture and let's make something out of the current situation. So for me, this moment that I went through, it had me move back home, having me to reset. And sometimes you can feel like life is over, you're resetting and the odds are against you. But I choose to look at the bigger picture. And now I'm utilizing this platform to empower other people that may be going through it, but even looking at it from a positive perspective. So every person, we have different guests that'll be on the podcast, and they're talking about their journey. And then they're going to help you look at it from a positive perspective, which is the rose-colored way.
Cool stuff. Rose, where you at now?
I'm back in Palm Beach. So I moved back from Tampa, and Savannah, my daughter, is almost 2 years old.
Wow.
But I work at FAU now in Palm Beach. So I'm at the university, just a different location. But we're doing some great things here. I'm a recruiter at the university where I'm actually recruiting minorities to attend our university, where our students are able to have a bachelor's and a high school diploma at the same time. So if you are in South Florida, you're looking for a high school one of a kind, Florida Atlantic University High School is actually one of the best high schools in the region, and I'd love to talk to you about it. We got scholarships. Our students are going to school for free on a full ride, tuition, books, everything paid for.
That's awesome. A high school. You're recruiting for a high school.
Yes.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, what's the climate like down? I mean, how are people responding to the social situations down there where you're at?
Well, people are angry. Actually, this morning they have a protest in Palm Beach downtown, and I know Miami, they started yesterday. They put curfew stipulations up for us. So I think that 9 or 10 o'clock, we're not allowed to go anywhere. But people are angry, and what I'm finding is the peaceful violence is they've had enough of it. So now people are protesting the way they know how, and really what they're doing is trying to ensure people do not forget and making sure that people wake up. So for them, and when I talk to a lot of my friends, what I'm seeing is they want their voices to be heard, and we're just tired. And I know a lot of people are like, that is not the way to do it, and the violence way. And I think really what we're trying to do is just be more present and allow people to see who we are, what's going on, so we can stop the violence, so we can stop the police brutality and move forward.
Gotcha. I know you're right in the middle of it. Keep that baby safe, girl.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. I'm tuning in, and I can't wait to go to church later today.
Oh, yeah. I'll be logging in tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
All right.
Take care. Uh-huh. Got young people doing good stuff all over the place. Rose Jean holding it down there in West Palm Beach. Elliot Armstrong, what's up, brother? Elliot Armstrong is a member of my home chapter, the Ada Psi chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi. He said the looting and burning of buildings isn't right. It comes from frustration, not just the current situation, but frustration of our place in society. It's a lashing out, but if we had more pride within our communities, we wouldn't destroy our own. We destroy what we don't appreciate, and we don't appreciate what we aren't happy about. The problem is we destroy our black businesses. We need to band together for growth and not destruction. I absolutely agree. You're on the Sunday Morning Power Hour. Who's this?
Pastor, it's
what up?
Favorite member from Wisconsin.
Yes, ma'am. This is Jamila Carney, everybody. What's going on, Jamila? How you doing this morning?
Doing all right this morning on my way to a parking lot church service.
Parking lot church. What parking lot you going to?
I'm going to Jerusalem Empowered on 95th and Good Hope here in Milwaukee.
Okay. Where the kids at?
In the bed sleep.
All right. I was finna say, you make sure Keenan watching today so his pastor can preach and he don't be up on my case.
Listen, I'm going to get the word today.
He going to get a word today. What's going on there in Wisconsin where you are? Now, what part of Wisconsin are you in?
I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which has the highest concentration of Black folks in the entire state.
Oh my goodness.
So there is a lot that's going on here. We experienced what Minneapolis is experiencing back in August of 2016. A young man named Seville Smith was gunned down by a police officer, and Milwaukee's response was very similar to that of Minneapolis. And so there was rioting, there were burning of several buildings right around the 7th District Police Station. And, there was fighting in the streets. There was just kind of all of this chaos that was happening. And so a lot of that has resurged over the past couple of days. However, there have been some peaceful gatherings. A group of thousands of people started a march yesterday down in our downtown area, and they marched all the way to the Sherman Park neighborhood. And so people are galvanizing and getting together and really responding the best way that they know how.
Wow. What are your local leaders saying there?
I haven't heard anything from the local church. I have heard something from some of the other churches. One of my best friends, Marquesa Tucker, is kind of the freedom fighter here in Milwaukee.
Okay.
She runs a campaign called the African American Roundtable, as well as part of the Liberate MKE campaign. We have been on the ground and in the spirit for a long time, calling for divestment of funds from the police pot into improving our community. And so we were successful last budget in getting some of the money divested from the police into things like affordable housing, youth job creation, and things of that nature. And so that work continues. However, there are those members of Liberate MKE that are on the ground and in the trenches and marching with the people. And then there are some of us who have ascended into the spirit realm to fight amongst the strongholds that are there. And so I just wanted to say that just like God has different types of angels, he has the angels that praise, he has the angels that fight, and he has the angels that send the messages. We all have to take our rightful place in the kingdom and not bicker back and forth about what we should be doing. You know, Pastor Moreno said this week in one of our Hour of Hours that people need to get in their lane. And there's so much chaos and confusion because people, like if you're running a race or driving a car, if you merge into a different lane without notice, you can crash into somebody who is in that lane. And I think that what we see is just a manifestation of that.
Wow. You up here quoting Pastor Moreno. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say, man, Jamil up here quoting you, talking about some stay in your lane. Listen,
stay in your lane.
What you want to see your pastor do? What's your expectation of a person that represents you in the community? What would you want to see your pastor do?
Well, Pastor, you already finna be out there in them streets. So I believe that it is our responsibility of the church is to provide the alternative, right?
Yeah.
And how can we provide the alternative if we're not out there? And so we do things differently. We peculiar. We're weirdos. We don't do things the way that the world does things. And the Holy Spirit comes on Pentecost to show us and empower us to do just that. And so it is, we are the salt and the light. And so how can we bring flavor to something unless we get in it?
You better believe it. Salt and pepper standing on the side of the plate ain't gonna make nothing taste no better.
Ain't gonna make nothing taste no better. And so, and I understand some pastors, again, are called to the forefront to fight. Some pastors are called into the heavenly realms to intercede. And some pastors are called to sing and praise and, acknowledge God's presence both in the spirit and the earth realm. I need these pastors and everybody else to discover which lanes they belong in, get in it, and stay in it. Because this particular fight, we're going to have to approach from all angles. Like, this enemy is large and in charge. And in order for us to be successful, we're going to have to attack from various fronts. And so people just need to get to their stations and get ready for the battle.
Now, when you say this enemy, what enemy are you speaking of? Because a lot of us have identified the enemy as the police. A lot of us have identified the enemy as white people. People are identifying the enemy as a lot of different things. What enemy are you talking about?
So, the war that we are fighting is not only in the earth realm, it is also in the spirit. And so we have to understand that just like we have a leader, somebody of which we follow, those who choose to do things differently have a leader that they follow.
Now, I'm so glad that you said that it is not only in the earth realm, because there are a lot of church folks who think that we just need to pray. And I understand that we need to pray, but we need to pray. Yes. And once we get up off our knees, we need to be figuring out what we're going to do.
Listen, as I've been studying the Bible and how the Holy Spirit has been resonating as we lead up to Pentecost, David, when the Spirit of the Lord rested on him in power, he went and started to cast evil spirits out of the king Saul. And after that, he went and fought the biggest enemy that the Israelites had in Goliath and the Philistines. When the Spirit of the Lord rested on Jesus in Matthew chapter 3, what did that Spirit do? Lead Jesus into the wilderness to be tempted. And after that, what did Jesus do? He started his public ministry to get the work. And even, I'm sorry if I'm taking people's sermons for today, but in Acts chapter 2, after the Holy Spirit fell on the apostles, what did Peter and the disciples do? They did not stay in that room. They got out and addressed the people. And the people asked, what should we do? And Peter, being the leader of the church, told the people exactly what they needed to do. Repent and be baptized so you can get this gift, so you can do exactly what we are doing, and that's mobilizing the church. If you look at fire, I like watching animal shows, and then I'm going to go. I like watching animal shows. I watched the Serengeti, where they took us through a year in the Serengeti. The ring of fire comes during the dry season, and it burns up everything. But after that, there are embers that stay ignited. And if you touch that ember a certain type of way, that one ember can start a whole nother fire. So listen, the fire has been started to ignite us. We're supposed to be out here in this street igniting other people. It's supposed to be on fire in the spirit.
Girl, you feeling like that parking lot up.
I don't know if they are ready for today, because it's Pentecost Sunday. We about to light it up, and we don't need no water. We gonna let it burn.
I know that's right. Tell the family I said what's up. We finna head over to New St. Paul so we can light up 42nd Street. Love you. Talk to you later.
Y'all light it up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take it.
All right. This has been the Sunday Morning Power Hour. I hope you've been empowered. Thank you for watching. If you're watching it later on, share this. Let people know. We'll see you next Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I'm going over to New St. Paul AME Church on 42nd Street here in Tampa, Florida. Feel free to join us there. Log on at www.newstpaul.org, or you can find us right here on this Facebook station. See you later.